On today's show, a Halloween pheasant hunt leads to this hotel.
Plenty of ghost stories at the Calumet Inn.
A historic Minnesota inn where guests say things go bump in the night.
You could hear the click, click, and it would go off.
We head to camp where trick-or-treating looks a little bit different.
Lady fingers.
Scary. And Halloween outdoor fun dead ends at Pinehaven Farm.
Minnesota Bound, presented by Connecticut Water Treatment Systems.
Hi everybody, Bill, Millie, and I welcome you to Minnesota Bound.
You are gonna love this first story. You know, we ended up on a Halloween hunt that landed us in one of Minnesota's most haunted hotels.
It's a historic inn if you dare to visit.
We can walk the dogs down through there, probably get a nice flush or a nice point. Hunt 'em up, hunt 'em up.
Late October weather chills to the bone.
It does feel a little bit eerie, right? It's not just me.
Angry gray skies blanket our Pipestone County hunt.
I think JC's birdie.
Oh, it's funny. Nice shot.
Cattail rooster. Haunting season is hunting season.
Yeah.
All of this
So it's just a great time of year.
just outside of town.
Main Street, Pipestone. Plenty of ghost stories at the Calumet Inn.
Oh, great. Guess where we're staying tonight?
In Pipestone, Minnesota, Calumet is a French word for pipe. And this town is known for its pipestone, and where Native Americans come to quarry their sacred stone. So this hotel, although it was built to serve the railroads, it was also to pay homage for the pipestone.
The very stone used in part to build the Calumet.
This stone right here, it goes up 4 stories, and it's actually the whole inside of the Calumet. All of the walls are made of this Sioux quartzite that came from the Pipestone National Monument. This was all gathered in 1887.
The inn, a once booming and grand stop along the railroad. 134 years later, a building not quite so central, nor nearly as busy.
When I heard that the Calumet was going to be closed down, then I was actually here already, and I ended up stepping up and just buying it. Said hello, and
Tammy Grubbs got more than she bargained for.
you know, we stood here for quite a while, just kind of like looking around the room, trying to figure out why would the phone be ringing in here? Why would that loud music? Just trying to wrap our heads around like what happened.
It's almost scary what she acquired.
Yeah, its reputation is kind of known all over the country.
A historic building full of haunting myth.
This here's Charlie's room. There's been quite a bit of activity in here.
By activity, Tammy means guests and staff sometimes see and hear things. Could they be calls of a long-gone guest?
Quite frankly, anything that happens in this building, we blame it on Charlie. In the fire of 1944, on Valentine's Day, you had a bellboy running up these stairs.
A hotel fire sparked that night and took Charlie's life. Ever since, stories unexplained.
One day, there was a reflection of a lady that walked across here. Nobody was in the room, but you could clearly see a reflection of a lady.
The sounds and mysterious moments all thump in the night sort of stuff.
You could hear the click, click, and it would go off. And you could hear click, click, and it would go on. And no one was near the lamp. That was very spooky.
exactly what attracts some Calumet guests.
Will you talk with us tonight through our devices? We'd appreciate it.
Like Greg Bakken and his paranormal crew.
We are looking for spirits who...
They covet the Calumet.
We're also looking for our own spirit guides.
And on this night, the team settles into the basement bar.
We have a flashlight, we have REM pods, we have all sorts of things that hopefully spirit will talk to us.
Spirits of past guests, they say.
Your pendulum's moving a little bit.
That still call the Calumet home.
Todd, would you shut off the flashlight for us, please? Thank you.
On this night,
you're up to green, can you go up to yellow, please?
Someone or something roams this hotel.
My personal belief, they're everywhere. You can't go anywhere without a spirit interaction, but some just don't choose to come out.
Nobody really knows.
I don't want to scare anyone.
But Tammy believes in this hotel.
It's just a part of history
and all of its guests.
I mean, I guess we're all going to be ghosts one day.
Coming up, a Halloween to remember at Baker Park Campground.
Like this?
Minnesota Bound is brought to you by Connecticut Water Treatment Systems, North Dakota Tourism, Star Bank, and by Ice Force by Rapala.
Consider Minnesota's mysterious fall magic. A night full of fright at the campground.
Oh, the kids just have so much fun. Mine is a scary dolly, like this.
This is our 4th year at Baker Boo.
Baker Boo at Baker Regional Park.
Anyway, what happened to the Batmobile?
I really like Halloween because I get to spend a lot of time with friends, obviously.
Every October, people set up to share Halloween in the campground.
There's the Raven Hearts.
Albino bats.
So this year we thought we had to step up our game.
So Sheena Swanson's family set up the Witch's Kitchen.
There's witch spit. And then lady fingers. Tiny Tim!
The area is really nice. I like it. We feel safe. It's really clean. You know, like family, friendly.
We love the weather. We love camping. They do a really nice job here at Baker Boo, so it's kind of a family tradition now.
An autumn institution for all sorts of familiar faces. Like the Sable family. Their camp setup looks pretty simple. It's okay. They've earned it.
Well, we found out about this 25 years ago and brought the kids, and we just kept coming every single year. We've been doing it for 25 years. Never missed a year.
The little kid in Joan Sable's scrapbook, now the big guy next to Grandma.
Well, you're 30 now, so you had to be 5.
5 years old.
It's so much fun.
It is. It really is.
It's family.
Tyler Sable still comes for the sweets.
I'd say the candy. From a kid's perspective, the family, the candy, the costumes, the parade. It's just a blast.
See, right at dark, the kids explore all the campsites.
We get to trick or treat at the end of the night too, so we get to go look at all the different sites.
We brought 400 pieces of candy last year and ran out. They look more forward to the Baker Boo than Christmas.
It's almost spooky how popular Baker Boo became. Not to scare you, but camp fills up fast.
It is so totally booked up that you cannot get reservations later on. You know, you have to make reservations way ahead of time or else.
Or else you'll be left in the dark.
everybody comes.
If you're in search of some outdoor spooky spots, head to our Instagram page at MNbound TV. You'll find some of our favorites there.
Still ahead, we go back in time to document an epic North American migration. But first, fall fun on the farm. Pinehaven's Festival of Fright attracts Halloween crowds.
Closed captioning provided by Treasure Island Resort and Casino.
Next time you drive 35W north, keep an eye out for the pumpkin patch. Pinehaven Farm has taken Boo to a whole new level.
In a time when family farms are dwindling to smaller numbers, the Hastings Farm in Wyoming, Minnesota put a different spin on the family business.
3, 2, 1.
The 160-acre Pinehaven Farm, owned by the Hastings family, has been since 1951. The farm focuses on fall entertainment full-time. When the pumpkins turn orange, business booms.
Look at you! What do you think? You are so cute! Thank you, have fun!
Growing up here, it's been kind of cool watching it evolve. It's an experience that not many people get to experience. It's been very unique for us. I think that's why we probably love it so much, because it's a unique experience to us. You know, because this is a launch, we're gonna have to do a countdown, so everybody here can count up to 10, right? I know it's a little early in the morning, but can we count down from 10? Are you guys ready? Yeah! 3, 2, 1. Did you guys see that? Yeah! Pretty cool, huh?
I married into the Hastings in 2018, so didn't realize that in the wedding it was gonna be, hey, you're gonna be a part of the farm after this too? Bartle, this is Jameson.
Well, hi, Jameson, how are you?
Well, Bartle, you must be pretty hungry from your nap. Ugh.
But when daylight fades over the pumpkin field, the family goes from the pumpkins to the business of Boo. And it all started with this guy.
One of the highlights here is a flying actor that comes over the top of the hayride with a chainsaw, and that gets pretty intense. We hear plenty of expletives come out of the customers' mouths when they get caught off guard by that.
You see, Jeremy is the second of 5 Hastings kids, born with, let's say, an ability to tinker.
Jeremy's always been kind of the mechanically inclined guy. He and my dad built the pumpkin cannon. He and my dad built the Farfel, the pumpkin-eating dragon, together in the shop while he was in high school.
This is the Dragon operating station. We got 3 joysticks with a couple buttons that control all the function of the Dragon, and a microphone, and a one-way window, so that the Dragon operator can operate the Dragon and interact with the crowd.
What's all that noise out there?
Jeremy built most things mechanical on the farm.
You know, I've always had a knack for either taking things apart or putting them back together, sometimes not in the proper order.
He's very much just super mechanically inclined. When we first started dating, he was actually working 3 jobs. He was a firefighter, a machinist, doing gunsmithing on the side, and then also building his business here.
And build, he did. Jeremy's dead-end hayride, now ranked nationally as one of the 15 best haunted houses across America. The farm employs 240 actors, makeup artists, and other workers. Last fall, 10,000 people visited in a single weekend.
You hear so much today about, family farms shutting down left and right. Well, we adapted and we found a new market, and that was entertainment. So this is the first hayride set customers to really interact with. We got some fire effects, in here, and it really starts to show off with a bang. This is the future home of our prison set, and it's going to be these 3 buildings. It's going to be a 2-year build for us. I've always liked to be creative, and this industry really, really allows you to be extremely creative.
Word to the wise, sets don't seem so scary in the daytime, but just wait until dark.
At night, the customers have no perspective of what's beyond just a couple feet into the woods. We're perfectionists out here. Our customers love the show, but we always can see the flaws in it. We can see things that we can be doing better. So I don't see us slowing down anytime soon. We'll keep building the show bigger and better until our customers tell us to stop, but nobody's told us to stop yet.
Coming up next, a Minnesota-bound classic from the fall skies of the prairie.
Minnesota Bound is brought to you by Radco Truck Accessories, Pearson Salted Nut Roll, and by Totem Resorts, the premier destination for world-class fishing.
Today's Minnesota Bound Classic takes Ron Shera back to the year of 1998.
The year he discovered a curious fall migration.
Of all the signs of autumn, the southbound passage of snow and blue geese may be the most spectacular and the loudest. Wave after wave they fly, passing through the upper Midwest, largely North and South Dakota, en route to their wintering grounds on the Gulf of Mexico. It's a natural migration, but there's trouble in the air. In the last decade, goose populations have exploded to record levels.
I'm afraid it's a sorry tale that something like 90% of the vegetation in those 15 years has disappeared.
The grazing geese are literally eating up their traditional nesting grounds in the Arctic tundra.
The process of grubbing or subterranean digging with their bill to get the roots and the rhizomes and the bulbs of plants that are underneath the surface here is a natural process. It's the magnitude, the area, the number of geese concentrated in small areas year after year, and the cumulative effect.
What caused the boom in snow goose flocks? Scientists say the change in U.S. farming practices is one factor. As farmers grow more grains, cornfields and rice, the birds are well fed, and more of them survive the rigors of migration. Secondly, the birds are extremely wary. Despite long seasons and liberal bag limits, hunting has not slowed the increase in white geese. To save the birds' nesting grounds, scientists say the snow goose population of 3 million birds needs to be cut by 50%. If not, nature will do it, but not before the damage is done.
This guy weighs 600 grams, which is about a third of what he should weigh at the age that he is, which is 6 to 7 weeks. And his primary flight feathers, these guys right here on the end, should be at least twice the length that they currently are. And this poor guy is just not going to do it.
U.S. and Canadian wildlife managers have set a goal to reduce the snow goose population by the year 2005. As more of the tundra dies each summer, time is short. If you've ever raised an eye to the sky, you know the stakes are high. Should the autumn chorus of geese on the wing grow silent?
A sky full of birds is certainly something to see.
How would Millie do with all them?
Oh, I think she'd go crazy, just like she is over the street right now. There we go.
Well, that about does it for us. We will see you back here next week, right, Millie?
Yes, and in the meantime, don't forget to introduce a kid to the great outdoors. Bye, Millie.
Transportation provided by Premier Transportation. Call 1-800-899-7433. To get more Minnesota Bound, including full episodes, go to mnbound.com. And to follow our latest adventures, like us on Facebook.